Okay.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Should I start?
Yes. Thank you.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba, for all of you. I had to cancel last time unexpectedly because I was busy elsewhere in some recordings. So I could not make it possible last time. Now I am going to talk about Baba's sufferings, especially in the two accidents.
Mm.
We know that on 24th of May 1952, Baba met with an car accident and his left hand side was damaged. But what I found thereafter is that maybe because of some extra care or maybe the injuries may be somewhat less, that Baba could recover from that whole injuries on his leg, on his arm, and especially the nose. Baba's nose was so very, the bone was broken and it was bleeding profusely. Anyway, I'm not going to describe about that accident, but thereafter, after 4 months or 4 years or so, Baba met with another accident in India, and that was in Maharashtra, that was in Satara. Satara is the district place, and there is a village called Udtare. So just on the, it is about 12 miles from 12 kilometers from Satara, this village, and it's only agricultural village. All the people living in that village, they are agriculturalists. They have farms, and maybe some people may be serving somewhere near about. But then basically the profession is agriculture. Now, what happened, I am not going to describe that accident, how it happened right now, but then what I feel that prior to the accident took place on 2nd of December 1956. On the 50th anniversary, that is 2006, we had a very large, big program, a 2 days program, completely 2 days program, 2 nights stay. And we went to Panchgani, we went to Mahabaleshwar, we went to Satara, and we have visited all the places connected with Meher Baba. And every year we are visiting that place where Baba had shed his blood, and we are
Mm. He'll be back. Guess I better pause the recording.
Now we can. Now we can. Yes, now we can.
but just a minute. What I was, Prakash, you are in US or you are in Mehrabad?
No, I went to US for a short time and then I came back.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now you're in Mehrabad, no?
Yeah, Mehrabad, back in Mehrabad.
Fine.
I
And
somehow could not make it to December 2nd program.
yes,
Uh, But yeah, I heard it was great. So
Very,
yeah.
very great, very nice program, very nice program, very heart-touching program. That's what I was just telling that we had 3 buses and about 60 people we visited. Now this time, every time we visited several places. One is that Panchagani cave, which is very important from the point of view of Baba had a seclusion in the year 1930, and he sat in seclusion for about a week. But he had intended to sit there for 6 months.
Oh,
But within a week, he wound up and then came back to Mehrabad. The reason was there were many disturbances there by the villagers. Out of curiosity, they started coming and peeping in and trying to see what is going on there. And Baba was getting disturbed. So Baba stopped that and he came back to Mehrabad. So that was about the cave. Thereafter, one other place is where that is a bungalow, Dilkhush bungalow, where first time A.H. had met Baba, and there Baba had taken a promise from him that he will join Baba. Not only he, but his family will join Baba. So that is the place we visit. Thereafter, there is some couple of other places in which Baba had stayed for some time. But then this time, now our Vasu, Dr. Vasu, he is there, who is very helpful to all of us. He arranges everything. So this time there was one new place. According to me, it is a new place, but what Vasu says is that in 2006, we had already visited that place. Anyway, that was this time. This time it was a new forest, and that was a big bungalow owned by some Nawab, and Baba stayed there for about 3 months. And there is a beautiful story about that. That I will tell you next time. But today I am going to focus myself on the Urtari, and thereafter after lunch we come to Urtari. Now this Urtari, the accident took place at 5:15. So we just gather there. Every year we gather there. The villagers, they erect a pendal. They make all the arrangement of mic system. And then we have some bhajans. We have prayers and aarti. And we, at that spot where the accident took place. Now it is that because of the road has been broadened to, 4 times broadened. That is why that spot has become a middle central spot, and it is a very heavy traffic there. Anyway, we just managed to stand there very quietly and offer our prayers, sing arti, and distribute prasad, and we disperse. That is our usual program. Now, as far as Baba's suffering is concerned, this time there also I had selected this topic 4 months before this accident took place on 2nd of December 1956. So I have taken 3 months before. What were Baba's activities? You will find that what amount of troubles Baba was taking upon himself. Now, accident took place in December. I was started from 1st of September. On 1st of September, Baba was in a seclusion of 1 year. During this seclusion period, all these happenings are there. Now, 1st September 1956, Baba had stopped all the correspondence, all the meetings, all the darshan program, and he had focused only on his own way of working. That was the 1st September, right from onwards. Now, 2nd September to 5th September, Baba was working with Kekobad in a bungalow called Judges Bungalow. That was a government bungalow. It's called Judges Bungalow. The district judge used to stay there. Our Khilnani was occupying for quite some time. Baba or Khilnani. Now, here on 2nd September to 5th September, Baba was taking meetings with Kekobad 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening. Now, what was Baba doing with Kekobad? I had read somewhere and I have heard also that what Baba used to do is Kekobad used to recite some of the verses from Avastha, the religious book of the Parsis, and Baba would, every time Baba would bow down to his feet, he would put his head on his feet. And that used to go for 1,000 times. What amount of energy Baba was spending for this purpose. And Kekobad was really feeling uneasy in the sense that Baba, the avatar, is putting his head on his feet. That was very awkward for him. But then Baba wanted it every time. And Baba told him that you should cooperate with me. Whatever I say, you have to do. So this used to be Baba's work in Kekobad. And this work he carried on 2nd September to 5th September. See what amount of trouble, physical exercise Baba was taking. 500 times, 700 times, 1,000 times, bobbing down on his feet, bobbing down. What amount of energy Baba would be putting in. This went on up to 5th September. Thereafter, on 6th September, the same bungalow, 200 poor boys from poor families, they were brought to Baba. Baba washed their feet. Baba put his head on their feet, and then, as a prasad, he gave for some eatable.
Oh dear.
All this talk up to this time, you have not heard?
Yeah.
No, we heard most of it. Just the last 1 minute, 1 minute. I think you were referring to Baba doing seclusion for a long time. And anybody remembers anybody who remembers the most last sentence that he spoke? Okay. And Baba bowing to Kaikobad for 1,000 times.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I
Yes.
think that I remember, yeah.
Yes. And that work was done from 2nd September to 5th of September with Kekobad. 6th of September, 200 boys were brought. Baba washed their feet. Baba put his head on their feet and then gave them prasad and a piece of cloth. After some time, 50 more boys came and Baba did the same thing to them. The finance which was provided for this program, this poor program, was by Irene Connie Bear, who was in Satara, who was traveling in India those days, and who was there in Satara. She had financed this poor feeding program. Now, on 7th of, this is on 6th, 7th of September, this continues going on, Baba, how Baba is taking physical strain on him. That is the point which I want to emphasize. 7th September, Baba went for much tour for 4 days. And who were with Baba is Pendu, Dr. Nilkant, Baidul, Bhau Kalshuri, and Eraj was driving the car. They did much work around Hyderabad. And while returning, Baba got some information that a very good must is there in some other village, which was about six miles from where they were there. From that point, the village was 6 miles away, and there was a very good must. That was the information which Baba got from somebody. And then Baba showed his willingness to go there. Going 6 miles, the rains, because of the rains, it had become so very muddy and clotting of water and all that. And it was not possible to take the car up to that village. So they kept the cars on the main road, by the side of the main road, locked it, and they walked through such difficult road. They walked all the way 6 miles. When they reached that village, they found the address of that person who was said to be a very good must. But when Baba reached there, that person was not at home. He was expected in short time. Baba waited there for him. Afterwards, he came. Baba just bowed, and what was found out is that person was not a must. He was a talisman. He was making what you call amulets or lockets. This he used to make and give to the people. So he was not a must, but then even then, Baba bowed down to him, and then Baba paid him 5 rupees as a prasad. And while returning, they came the same way, 6 miles, walking through the very bad road. And there was talk as to the trip to that village was a waste of time and waste of energy. But Baba said, it is not so. After all, he was my man. That person, talisman, he was my man. So don't think that the time has been wasted. What I have accomplished is done. Whatever I had done, I had to do. After that, this was on 7th of September. And on the way back, in one of the villages, there was another a middle-aged person. And Baba had already met him some time ago. But then this was second time is Baba was meeting that person. He used to drink toddy. Toddy is a intoxicant obtained from the trees, toddy tree. See, this toddy, he was very fond of drinking toddy. After this contact, all the party returned to Satara. Now, immediately after this is 7th September to about 12 September. On 15th September evening up to 16th September evening, Baba observed fast, not even taking water. Not even taking water. Baba observed fast for 24 hours. And on 18th, this is on 15th, on 18th of September up to 30th September, Baba worked with Kekobad in the judge's bungalow, 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening. That was Baba did that work. Then this September is over. Now October starts. On the 3rd of October, Baba went to Mumbai, Bombay for much work. And he stayed there up to 6th October. He went there on 3rd, stayed there up to 6th of October, and then 8th October, Baba came to Mehrabad and worked with Alisha. Alisha was a must of about six place. Baba worked with him, 5th or 6th, I don't remember now. And then on 10th of October and 12th of October, Baba observed fast without water for 24 hours. 24 hours on 12th and 24 hours on 10th and 24 hours on 12th. In those days, 24 hours, Baba observed fast. Then on 15th of October, also, Baba observed fast without water. In the meantime, Baba went on the 12th of October, Baba went to Kolhapur and contacted Mast. Then on 21st October, Eraj, Pendu, Baidu, Nilu, along with people, Baba went to Rajasthan. Baba went to Rajasthan 24th October along with Eraj driving the car, Pendu, Baidul, Nilu. And they all went about 650 miles, driving day and night. They started on 21st October. 23rd October, Baba came to Mehrabad again. He worked with Alisha again. And thereafter, he went to Bombay for must work. You can imagine what a hectic program Baba was making. Now, on 28th October, Baba Mandali was very much tired, and on their request, Baba stopped the much work and came back to Satara. Now, on 28th October, Baba sat with Kekobad as usual. 7th of November, now it's the month of November. 7th of November, Mehra, Mani, Gohar, Rano, Naja, Meru. They all went to Mahabaleshwar and stayed for a night in the Ripon Hotel, which was belonging to one Kohiyar. You see, all these strenuous activities, along with these strenuous activities Baba was undergoing, the world situation, what was the situation in the world? When Baba was very busy in all this much work, in fact, because of that unrest in the in some part of the world, Baba must be doing very fast all these must contacts. Either way, the Middle East, the Nasser, he was the chief of Egypt. He had stopped passage in the Suez Canal and he threatened Israel on attack. He threatened Israel of an attack. But before he could attack, Israel, with the help of Great Britain and France, Israel themselves, they attacked Egypt. And ultimately, on the 7th of November, when Baba was in Mahabaleshwar, Ripon Hotel, on the 7th, the ceasefire was declared by Egypt. And that war came to an end. The probable war came to an end. See the side by side going the world situation, how it takes place and how Baba's activities become so very intense. In Soviet or Soviet Union also, the Hungarians agitated, they started agitating against the Soviet rule, and the Soviet, they have started attacking Budapest.
We have a little freeze here.
Oh dear. Thank you. And I fell asleep.
Now it's okay.
Now,
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. It's good now.
how much has been lost, I do not know. What I want to,
So,
the point which I want to emphasize is that when this Baba was undergoing these physical strenuous activities of contacting musk from here to there, the world situation was in a very serious condition. The Suez Canal was taken into position by Nasser, who was the chief of Egypt, and that Egypt threatened Israel of an attack. But before they could attack Israel, Israel itself attacked Egypt with the help of Great Britain and France. Ultimately, the Egypt came to a negotiation. They declared ceasefire, but at the same time, Soviet Union also there was a agitation by the Hungarians, and Soviet Union has killed so many thousands of soldiers of this Hungary. It is very common happening in the Avtaric period, because whatever the avatar does, it reflects on the world situation, or whatever the world situation becomes worse, it reflects on the working of the avatar. So it is two-way. And because of Baba having a strenuous activities in contacting the must, the world situation there had become very serious. That is in Soviet Union and that is in Egypt. Naman, this was 7th of Baba was in Mahabaleshwar, and that the things became calm and quiet, in Egypt at least. On 7th of November, thereafter, Baba asked every of his lovers from US. Baba wanted everyone to write a letter to Meher Baba. Baba asked every lover of his to send a letter to Meher Baba. That letter should not be having any personal problems. That letter should not contain any question. A simple, loving letter Baba asked the Americans to send to Baba. Thereafter, after some time, Baba got such a letter called from other countries like Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Ceylon, Africa. Adi was asked to ask for such letters from these countries also. And the reason which Baba had said about that is what Baba said, his lovers are passing through a very critical period. That is, about their health, about their finance, about their other problems. They are passing through a very critical time. And at the same time, they are sharing a little bit of the work which Baba was doing by contact this much and every day, putting himself in so much of physical labor. Baba has said that through these letters, they will be participating a little bit in his work. That was the reason which Baba had said. And then on 16th of November, Baba went to Mera Azad for some time. And the very next day, 16th of November, Baba went to Mera Azad. On the very next day, Eraj, Pendu, Nilu, Baidul, along with these people, Baba went to northern India. It was very high, very raining, very high raining, and Eraj was driving the car. In such a situation, Eraj was driving the car, and at certain point, the car was to be taken across a river in a small boat. And thereafter, at a place which is called Chhatarpur. There was a king of Chhatarpur. It was a princely state, and the king, along with the king, there was one mutt was sitting with the king in the premises of the king. One room was allotted to a very old mutt, and that mutt, this place was 120 miles from where these people were, and they had only at 1 o'clock there in the afternoon. At 1 o'clock they were there. After that, they had to reach that place before 3 o'clock. That means within 2 hours, they had to cross 126 miles. Then see how Eraj could have driven the car so very fast. The reason was that the must was to go away out of that place at 3 o'clock. And Baba was very, very keen to contact that must. He was a special type of must, very old man. Baba had never met this person before, this must. And somehow Erez managed to take all these parties at 3 o'clock, exactly at the time when the must was to go away. But they reached there, and Baba, the room which allotted to that must, it was smelling badly. There were so much of waste papers and waste materials lying there in that, and that must was not allowing anybody to clean that place. In such a place, Baba went there. Baba, as usual, he washed the feet. He bowed down to that person, that must, and he paid 5 rupees to that person. And thereafter, since the people were very tired, they came back to Mehrabad. What Baba had said, that traveling 126 miles for contacting this must was worth, because Baba was very, very happy to contact this old must. That must used to drink his own urine. Whenever he is thirsty, he will drink his urine. Baba met him, and Baba was very happy for contacting this month. And thereafter, all the party came to Merazad. On 22nd of November, Baba went to Mehrabad, and that was the last time when he sat with Ali Shah. This was the last meeting with Ali Shah, and Baba had said that this is my last meeting with Ali Shah, because thereafter, within a month's time, Ali Shah passed away. The must Ali Shah passed away. Thereafter, Baba stopped all the must work. Whenever Baba wanted to contact a must, Baba stopped going to that must. The must were brought thereafter. Whenever Baba wanted it must to be brought, people will bring that must to Baba, and Baba will have contact with him. And 29th November up to 15th of February, this is Baba, what Baba said. 20th of November to 15th of February, what Baba said, that the burden on me, the burden of avtaric work on me, will reach its highest point, and my companions will undergo lot of suffering. And as we say, this was on 29th, Baba made this statement. On 2nd of December, Baba planned to have a fast without water. All the other Mandali also were asked to fast without water. And on that day, they went to Pune to watch a cricket match. And while returning back, Baba met with an accident. What I was intended to do is, all these strenuous activities that Baba undertook, they have led to a very serious, nasty car accident in which Baba was involved. Baba's right hand side was so very badly damaged. Baba's tongue was cut. Baba's hip joint was broken, and all the doctors had declared that Baba will not be able to walk hereafter. Of course, much of that when the accident took place, RH was driving the car. The car was going at very slow speed. In America, it was going on very fast speed. Baba was asking Elizabeth to drive faster. But here in Satara, Baba was asking Eric to go slow, and the car was going on very slow. There was no traffic on the road. And for no reason, that car dashed against a culvert and he fell in the ditch. And Baba's right hand side was really very seriously damaged. As I said, that from the American accident, Baba could recover, and Baba started his activities, giving darshan, having travelings, all that as usual. But then after this Satara accident, it was so very nasty accident that Baba had to suffer a lot, unimaginable suffering Baba had to undergo. And in Guruprasad, we have so many times seen Baba's face in tremendous agony. We were shown the X-ray of that hip joint. A small portion was suspended in between the two joints. It was so very bad accident. But then through exercise, through follow-up, he could regain his health to some extent. And one morning, Baba called all his lovers to Guruprasad. I do not remember the date, but I got a message from Ramakrishnan. I was in Mumbai. Ramakrishnan asked me to come immediately to Pune because the very next day we had to go to Guruprasad according to Baba's wish. The next day, so many people, must be about 50 people, they had gathered. They were all invited. They were gathered in Guruprasad, and nobody knew why Baba is called all these people. And on the veranda, on the two sides of the veranda, people were sitting in a row, this row and this row, and center portion was vacant. And what people were wondering as to what is going to happen now. They were made to sit there. And then from his room, Baba came without a support, walking all alone, limping little, but then walking all alone. He came through the center space, vacant space, took a turn around the veranda and went into his room again. And that was all. It was a demonstration that Baba's sufferings have nothing to do with the medical science. It was his own inviting suffering, which was undertaken by him for the sake of humanity.
Which year was that, Pratapji?
And that Baba walk, I don't remember that, but it was after a couple of years. The X-ray was sent to America, and American doctors also said that Baba will not be able to walk hereafter. And thereafter this happened. So all these, this is the connection which I wanted to make, that how all that suffering undergone by Baba had culminated in his serious accident. This is how our Lord has suffered for the sake of humanity. I do not know, for quite some time now, when I was explaining to the people were in tears because the atmosphere is become so very emotional that some people become very emotional. They had tears in their eyes. Of course, I also feel so much emotional within my heart because I have seen that suffering on Baba's face when Baba used to come in Guruprasad. Anyway, this is for the today's topic. I will sing one small song, ghazal, and then we will say goodbye after the next meeting. Now, Prakash, before I start singing, I want to know from you. Now we are going to Nizamabad.
Right.
Are you coming to Nizamabad?
Yes, I'll be there. Actually, I was to go to Sri Lanka on a 9-day tour by Baba lovers, but because of the storms in Sri Lanka, the tour was cancelled. So I'm coming to Nizamabad now.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
I'm
So
also going there.
yeah, we'll meet there. Yeah, Jai Baba.
I'll sing the song. It's a beautiful ghazal. I will read out the original words and the translation. तेरी नजर से कुछ ऐसी शराब पी मैंने कि फिर न होश का दावा किया कभी मैंने. तेरी नजर से कुछ ऐसी शराब पी मैंने कि फिर न होश का दावा किया कभी मैंने. I have had some special wine which flowed from your eyes. The wine is flowing from your eyes, and I am drinking that wine which is flowing through your eyes. I have had some special wine which is flowing through your eyes. Such was the intoxication that I could never claim of regaining my consciousness ever thereafter. I became so very intoxicated by the wine which was flowing from your eyes that I could never claim that I conscious. I lost consciousness in that intoxication. This is the first stanza. The second stanza is तेरे बगैर ना सजदा किया कभी मैंने. तेरे बगैर ना सिजदा किया कभी मैंने. बिठा के दिल में तुझे की है बंदगी मैंने. The translation is, I never bow down to anyone except you. I never bow down anyone except you. I have enthroned you in my heart and have always worshipped you. I have enthroned you in my heart and have always worshipped you. This is the second stanza. The third stanza is, फना को अब मेरी से ब्यूटीफुल स्टैंजा. फना को अब मेरी हस्ती से वास्ता न रहा. फना को अब मेरी हस्ती से वास्ता न रहा. बना लिया है मोहब्बत को जिंदगी मैंने. The beautiful translation is, Destruction has no interest in me, since I have made love as a way of my life. Once you go to the way of life, way of love, when you go to the path of love, then the distraction or the process of distraction doesn't remain interest in you, because you have already facing the death. By catching love, by catching the path of love, you are actually already facing the death. So death due to distraction, there is no interest left in that death, in that distraction, because you are already facing the distraction. This is the meaning of that particular. उठा उठा के हर एक पर्दे दुई मैंने, हुजूर आपकी तस्वीर देख ली मैंने. One by one, I lifted the veil of duality and I saw your beautiful form. Next stanza is, तुम्हारी नीम निगाहों में न जाने क्या था, शराब सामने आई तो फेंक दी मैंने. I do not know what was there in your half-closed eyes, because I threw away the wine that was offered to me. है तलक मौत से भी जा थका मोहब्बत का, किसी ने पी नहीं ऐसी शराब पी है मैंने. The life of love is worse than dying. The life of love is worse than dying. I have drunk that wine that I am sure nobody had tasted that sort of wine. I sing it for you now. ऐसी शराब पीने कुछ ऐसी शराब पीने तेरी नजर से कुछ ऐसी शराब पीने तेरी नजर से कुछ ऐसी शराब पीने एक फिर होश का दावा किया कभी मैंने. फिर होश का दावा किया कभी मैंने. तेरे बगैर तेरे बगैर ना सिद्धा करिया कभी मैं. तेरे बगैर ना सिद्धा करिया कभी मैंने. बिठा के दिल में तुझे की है जिंदगी मैंने. बिठा के दिल में तुझे की है बंदगी मैंने. के जन तुझे की है ये बंदगी ना तो अब मेरी ना तो अब मेरी हस्ती से वास्ता न रहा, ना तो अब मेरी हस्ती से वास्ता न रहा, बना लिया है मोहब्बत को जिंदगी मैंने, बना लिया है मोहब्बत को जिंदगी मैंने, बना लिया है मोहब्बत को जिंदगी मैंने। उठा के उठा उठा के हर एक पर मैंने, उठा के हर एक पर मैंने, हुजूर आपकी, हुजूर आपकी तस्वीर देख ली मैंने, हुजूर आपकी तस्वीर देख ली मैंने, हुजूर आपकी तस्वीर देख ली मैंने। तुम्हारे लिए तुम्हारे नीमन गाहों में न जाने क्या था, तुम्हारे निगाही में न जाने क्या था, शराब सामने आई तो फेंक दी मैंने, शराब सामने आई तो फेंक दी मैंने। तलक तलक मौत से भी जाम है, तलक मौत से भी जात का मोहब्बत का, हुजूर आपकी, हुजूर तलक आप, तलक मौत से भी जात का मोहब्बत का, नहीं ऐसी शराब पीने में, नहीं ऐसी शराब पीने में, नहीं ऐसी शराब पीने में। Jai Baba to all of you. Any Any reaction from your side? Any question?
Beautiful
Last time,
singing.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful
sorry,
singing. Thank you. Singing. Beautiful. Thank you.
thank,
Jai
thank you.
Baba.
Last time, when I had a session with you, somebody was seriously asking, or somebody was seriously thinking as to how going to the path of love invites death for you or invites troubles for you. Here, here, the one of the stanzas says that death has not remained interested in me because I am already facing death because I have taken the path of love.
Wow.
Dhanyavad, Pratap ji. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad, dhanyavad. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Jai
you.
Baba.
Thank you, Pratap Ji. Yeah. Until next time.
Avatar.
Meher
Meher.
Baba ki jai. Avatar Meher Baba ki
DJ.
jai. Avatar
Avatar.
Meher Baba ki jai.
Hey.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba, Jai Baba.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jai
Jai.
Baba.
Thank you.